I don't even know what I am supposed to be doing here on this earth at this time anymore. Like, when you get to a certain point on this journey, like of realignment and all that, then you look out at everything everyone is doing and you just see a fucking complete circus. And it's just complete insanity everywhere you look. And you see everyone's just completely fucked. And then you're like, you find it impossible to relate to anyone because no matter how much you try and show people, like everyone around me is like fucked up, like sick, falling apart in some way. Like, I've got family like in hospital and they're like fucked up, and like, and then you say to them like, oh yes, like your body's fucked up because your atlas is out and it's twisted up. They go, nah, you just have to get sick as you get older. That's just what happens. That's just normal. And it's just like, no matter where I try and present this like golden information about the atlas, nobody listens. Which you think, well, fine, just keep it for yourself then, mate. But it's like not about that, is it? Like, I live on this earth with everyone else. And when you get to a certain point in this journey, you find everything everyone does or says or talks about or thinks completely unrelatable. Just, you don't relate to it. Well, I don't relate to it. Not, can't speak for you, but I can speak for me. I don't relate to it at all. It's just complete and utter nonsense. Like, all the things that people think are healthy, all the fucking stuff that people do for their health, or just, it's all crazy. Like, people like, oh, you need to eat nothing but eggs and cheese. Like, there's a bunch of people doing that. And the problem is, like, if you think something is good, you will find a group of people who also think that thing is good. And then it'll be like an echo chamber. So like, there'll be people saying, yeah, you need to eat nothing but lamb legs, because there probably are people that say that. And then they'll find the lamb leg forum on the fucking internet. They'll find a lamb leg Reddit, and then there'll be a community of 2,000 people online who go, yeah, look, they're all fucked because they don't eat lamb legs. And like, I guess I can see the irony of me saying, well, yeah, because it's Atlas and you need to get your Atlas in. But just is so clear from where I'm stood that everyone is fucked up because they don't have their Atlas in. If you are fucked up, it's because you don't have your Atlas in and your body's misaligned. That is the crux of the issue for every person. It's why everyone degenerates. It's why everyone gets sick. It's why everyone has body problems. It's why everyone has muscle problems. It's why everyone has digestion problems. There are people who can only eat fruit because their body is so misaligned that their stomach is in a weird place in their body. So every time they try and eat something else, it blocks them and then they can't eat it. So they're like, oh, fruitarian is the best diet, which I've been in that position. So that's why I can speak with a total understanding of this. I've been in that position. I have been in a position where I thought fruitarianism was the best diet because it was the only food that I could take in. It's like a baby food diet. And then as I've become more aligned, I can take in different foods. And now, like, I don't relate to the fruit people anymore. So the fruit people are like, oh, he's just crazy. And like, and then, so I can see how every single problem caused in the world, physically, in human bodies, is from a misaligned atlas and a misalignment of the body. The only thing that anyone should be concerning themselves with when it's like, you got people going to like the chiropractor every week to get their necks snapped into a certain position, or you've got like people on these like resistance machines at the gym putting all this fucking strain on their muscles that are all misaligned, and you've got all different muscles holding up different parts of your body that shouldn't be holding them up because the atlas is misaligned and the body's had to adapt over many years. And like, what are we doing? What is everyone doing? Like, it's all just crazy. And like, when I try and bring this to people, like, if I post something about the atlas, no one cares. If I if I make a video, like, I don't get many views on my videos anyway, but like, if I make a video about the atlas, it gets the least amount of views, it's got the least amount of people watching it, and the people watch it for the least amount of time. It's got like the lowest like, no one is listening. Like, there's nothing that anyone can do to make their health better than get their atlas put in. Like, if you don't have your atlas in place, You're going to keep degenerating. You are going to keep degenerating. Your body is going to keep fucking up and failing you. Like, your problems are just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. There is no salvation with your Atlas cell. Your Atlas is the first place that the body, I keep saying it over and over, I'm getting bored of saying it, but like, it's the first place that the electrical signals from the brain go to the rest of the entire body. There's a reason that we're born like right-handed or left-handed. Everybody has a dominant hand. It shouldn't be that way. Like, it's because the Atlas misalignment has sent the wrong signals down the body, so everyone's just like in a different way. And like, just it's like boring saying it. I'm just having a bit of a rant here, but I felt like sharing it. Like, I just find everything so unrelatable. Like, this whole world, like, everyone's just trying to be comfortable, aren't they? Like, you look at what everything everyone does. People go out for drinks. People come home from work and they have a drink because that's what lets them relax. People come home and have a joint because it'll let them relax. People, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those things, but I'm just saying that you're doing those things. You're not getting to the core of the issue. You're just numbing yourself. It's no different to taking painkillers. That's all alcohol and drugs are, really, unless you're using them to realign your body, like ketamine. But for the most part, drugs are painkillers. Weed is a painkiller, alcohol is a painkiller, and alcohol might not be a physical painkiller, but it's definitely an emotional painkiller. It's definitely an anxiety killer, and anxiety is a certain type of pain. It's just a painkiller. It's just a way to distract yourself. That's all it is. That's all anyone seems to be doing, is distracting themselves, which is cool. Like, I get it, but there is a solution, and it's getting your Atlas in. But no one seems to want to do it, which is crazy to me. Like, you want to see it. Like, if you saw my body, how it was, I haven't really showed anyone like the position of it and how it is now. It's so crazy. Don't know, you can just go and watch my first video that I ever posted on YouTube, and then watch this video, and see how much more freely I can express myself through my throat, because my body isn't so compacted in. Go and watch the first video I ever posted. You'll see how hard it was just for me to talk. And that's just because of how misaligned I was. The Atlas was out. So, yeah. I'm not really trying to convince anyone at this point. I'm just sort of just having a rant about this, because I just feel a bit lost in the world at the moment. Like, it's like, what am I even doing here? What's the point? What am I even here for? I just feel like I'm going a bit crazy. Like, I seem to be getting in a better position, and then all the people around me are just like, they're either just fucked up or they're not interested, which is the lamest thing ever. They're not interested in being the best version of themselves or getting to that point. They're not interested. I don't have anyone around me who wants to like really do it. And I kind of get it, because if you do it, you're gonna lose your marbles a little bit, because you're not going to relate to the world anymore. So that's where I'm at, really. Just expressing my thoughts into the phone and then sharing them on the internet for strangers to leave negative comments. No, people don't really do that. If they do, I delete them most of the time, because it's not cool. But yeah.